Yo, what is up, everybody? Coming at you guys with another video today. You know it's Saturday. I'm hype. You should be hype, especially if you're on the Bag Builders team, because you know we have the Supreme Team Airdrop coming today, which is going to be 10 drips sent out to the team based on the eligibility requirements. Now, I got my morning juice. I'm ready to go. You guys might have your morning juice as well, or you might be drinking on your night juice. Hey, do your thing. But look, we're going to be talking about Drip a little bit today. We're going to be talking about some other platforms as well, just doing some of the airdrops and just kind of having some general discussion here on the channel. Now, I need you guys to stop what you're doing right now. Hit that like button. What that's going to do is help me out. That's going to help kick in that YouTube algorithm that everybody talks about, and it's going to help promote the channel, and we'll be able to get this content out to other people so that they're informed and that they're able to be on the team and get the airdrops as well. Also, make sure that you guys subscribe if you haven't, just so you can stay up to date with the content that I do post. And then make sure that you have the notification button on as well so that you get notified as soon as I release these videos, because you do not want to be late. And then with all the giveaways that I do, who knows, that could be a notification that you have won a huge reward just for being on the team and staying active. So definitely do that for me. Let's get started. I'm going to take my sip. Now let's get to these gains, Bag Builders. So let's get straight to the Twitter. If you do not follow me on Twitter, definitely make sure that you do that at scrypto101. There's going to be a really good amount of content on there that is not always associated with Drip. I do a lot of things on AVAX. I plan to get more active in Harmony 1 as I was before. I'm definitely wanting to get more active on Kronos again on the Crow network, because I'm still making gains over there. I haven't forgot about that. So stay tuned, because I have a lot of content coming out. Now, Twitter is going to be a great place for you guys to be able to contact me and just stay up to date with the stuff that I tweet and just some updates with the various projects that I'm in. You have whitelist giveaways, NFT giveaways, and it's just a great platform to stay active on, because I'm going to do a lot on there. Speaking of, make sure that you guys are staying to the end of the video possibly, and make sure that you guys are checking out all the social media pages, because I am going to be doing random giveaways. I'm just feeling generous, because if you guys do know on the team that from today to next Saturday, so within a week's period, we're going to be giving away we're definitely giving away at least 40 drip to the team, which is crazy. And I also do different BNB giveaways, AVAX giveaways, and things like that. So you don't want to miss out on any of this content. So make sure that you are following me on social media at scrypto101. That's going to be Instagram and Twitter. Now, let's get straight to it. So, Bag Builders, we are 1 day away from our 5+ team airdrop. All you have to do is be on the team and have at least 5 drip deposited, and you'll be eligible. 10 drip will be divided amongst all eligible team members. And if you guys are not on my team, definitely all you have to do is go to the Twitter, grab this link here. It's in the bio. It's also in the description below. Also in the description below is going to be the breakdown of the airdrops that we do on a weekly basis. And it's also going to give you information on the lottery airdrop that we have coming next week that you don't want to miss out on. So this is what we're going to be doing today. So we are going to be airdropping drip to everyone that has at least 5 drip in their deposits. But wait, it's just like the commercials, right? But wait, there's more. There is more. So we have the team lottery airdrop next Friday and the 25+ club airdrop next Saturday. In total, we'll be giving away 40 drip within a week. If you aren't on the team, you are missing out and you're not going to make it. So how that's going to work with the lottery airdrop is pretty much any drip that has been deposited into your deposit. So you had to buy fresh drip, make a deposit into the faucet, and that is going to be eligible as a entry, almost like a ticket into the giveaway that we have next Saturday or next Friday. So next Friday, I'm going to be giving away 20 drip to one random person. So I'm going to gather all of the entries from everybody who has made a deposit, and then I'm going to pull one address, and that address is going to win 20 drip straight to their deposit. That's huge. Now, the one for next Saturday, all you have to do is have 25+ drip in your deposits, and you'll be eligible for that. And you're going to get that guaranteed as long as you have 25+ drip in your deposits. And of course, you have to be on the Bag Builders team. So that's just some information there on what we're going to do. I'm going to go ahead and kick in this airdrop, because I know it's going to be a lot of people today, just because everybody at this point should have 5 drip. In no way is this telling you, financial advice and telling you that you should be building your bag or that you should be really taking advantage of this dip. That's not what I'm telling you guys to do. But I would, just really recommend that if you do want to go heavy in drip, this is the time to do it. Obviously, there's a lot of fear in the community. There's a lot of FUD going on. And now I don't really feel like, FUD is ever warranted. I definitely think that there is, you have to be cautious as an investor, as you should, because, you're investing your money. And I think the biggest thing, like I've said in my past video, if you haven't checked that out, I'm going to put the link to it somewhere up here. But definitely check that out. And it gives you more of a breakdown of my opinions and what I think is the best thing to do right now. But just a, more updated opinion on it is, I'm big in drip, but I'm definitely going to start looking at some other passive income platforms. And one thing they always say is never marry a platform regardless of what's promised or who the developer is, because at the end of the day, everybody is their own person. Crypto is a solo sport, and you have to do what's best for you at the end of the day, right? So obviously I'm heavy in drip, and I love drip. As I said in the last video, if drip was not here tomorrow, I would have other things that I could rely on. So I definitely think it's important that you do build these other passive income streams, because you never just want to be solely reliant on one. Now, kind of my biggest thing that's going on right now that's kind of, not pissed me off, but it's just I just don't really understand it, is the fact that we've been paused for a while, right? So it's just like, what is taking so long? And one thing I'm going to show you guys too is, once I click everybody here and get this going, is just some of the developments that have been coming out. And it's more so based on these new lottery tickets that Forex has been talking about, and kind of how he's going to start implementing that. And I love that. I love to see new additions and things built, and new things being added to the community. But it gets to the point is, it's like, okay, like, what's going on with the migration? Can we get that done first? And I know developers always are working on multiple things, as they should, but it's just like, I get it. Like, we're talking about, the lottery tickets and stuff being innovative, the first project to do this, blah, blah, blah. But also it gets to the point that's like, can we get done with the migration first with the piggy bank? Because I think a lot of the piggy bank issues is kind of what's caused us to be in the situation that we are right now. So I've checked out everybody off here, as you guys can see. We'll definitely go through, look at this again. These people with 3, 1, 2 guys, come on, definitely build up your drip. This isn't financial advice, but if you were wanting to build your bag up, now's the time. We have drip sitting at $38, so it's so easy to build up your bag now compared to when it was up to like $100, $150, $200. As you guys can see, shout out to you guys. 37 total recipients that's going to be getting this today, so it comes out to 0.25 drip. So I know that's a lot of people eligible for it. But what I am going to do in the future is probably up this up a little bit to probably 10, just so we can make sure that everybody is building their bag correctly, and just make sure we're rewarding those people who are staying active in the community. There are other airdrops that you can get that doesn't even require you to have certain minimums, such as a team builder and the community service. But I do definitely want to make sure we're rewarding those people who are building out their bags efficiently. So I'm going to go ahead and get this going. You guys already know this is going to take forever with 37 recipients. But what I was talking about a little bit earlier is, if you guys have been staying tuned on the Twitter and just staying in tune with the community over on Telegram, you've been seeing that there are various lottery tickets that have been coming out. And like I said, I want to see the migration get done first, and then then we can start talking about other stuff, because I get tired of it being like, okay, this looks awesome, right? One BNB drip went up to $500,000, so that's awesome. Like, this looks legit. I'm definitely going to get these whenever they do come out, but that's the question. It's like, when are these going to come out? Like, I'm tired of seeing this. Okay, this is coming out. This is going to come out. This is going to come out. But we haven't seen anything. And that's kind of my biggest gripe is, yeah, it's cool that we have these features. Like, I'm going to show you guys some other stuff in the Telegram, right? So If you guys aren't in the Drip network, Telegram, definitely go check it out. That's where he seems to put most of his updates. And this is another thing. Like I'm just giving you guys full transparency, right? Because as you guys see, I'm heavy in Drip. I'm almost making $500 a day off of Drip. So I definitely have a different perspective on it. But I've invested a good amount in Drip. So it's like, stuff like this. Like, why can't we put this in the Forex Shark calls channel? Like, why can this stuff not be pinned? Because it's like the last thing we've seen is preparing to shut down the contract, right? That was a couple of days ago. Hasn't really been any updates on that, but we're talking about the scratch tickets and stuff. And this is awesome, like I said. But like, let's get done with the migration and then start focusing on this, because the migration is what is holding a lot of people up. Like, I personally have a lot of funds locked up in the piggy bank and the farm. As you guys have seen, if you watch my past videos, you already know where I'm at in those. So I have multiple thousands of dollars locked up, and then we're talking about new stuff, which is cool. But let's get done with what's already been started, right? So we have the drip dogs and pig scratch tickets that are coming out in a few weeks. They're like actual scratch tickets. So if you've ever done a lottery ticket, you know how that is. You scratch it off. If it matches the number, you get whatever that prize is. So it seems to be, some pretty huge prizes. As you can see, this one has one B&B on it. So there's going to be a lot of opportunity to win these. And then it was also said that each scratch ticket is an NFT. He's working on the white paper now. You can interact with each ticket on the front end, scratch them to reveal what you have won. You're excited about this. There's so much I want to build. Need to do the pigs migration first. We'll never have an issue again like this, like the ones that had an animal farm. It came down to rushing a deadline. Thankfully, we've had security protocols in place in case something unexpected happened. But there's no more deadlines and no more rushing. So, I get that, that's kind of, damage control, but it's like, let's get this migration out of the way. Like, I don't want to see anything else in terms of, yeah, everybody wants to know what's going on in the future, but let's get this done. Like, let's get that out the way so that people can be more bullish on Drip and, stop just fudding so much, because that's really what's kind of causing the price decrease, as well as some other things, right? So a lot of people ask me why the price of Drip is going down. So I say that the price of Drip is going down because there are max wallets that are selling out right now, because, they're at the point that they're maxed out. All they can do is sell. I think that there's a lot of micro sales as well, because it doesn't only take a whale to sell the price down. It takes, the community and multiple small wallets selling as well. So if there's 200 people selling 10 drip a day, that's huge to the community, on top of the whales selling as well. Third, we have all these other platforms that are, the new shiny, the new greatest, and whatever, the new improvised drip that is taking away a lot of the liquidity that would be going into Drip. Now, there's nothing wrong with that. So I just, full transparency, I wasn't able to, but I had got a pre-sale spot for Splassive. I just completely forgot about it. And that was 100x. That's 100x right now. Not saying to get into that. I don't know exactly where that's going to go in terms of sustainability point. It hasn't been out that long. Drip is more so time tested, and it takes time. Like, we haven't seen a bad day in Splassive and some of these other platforms yet. And I definitely would rather see a bad day and how they get through that first before I invest my money. There's some other ones. Piston token. I'm going to invest in that. My diamond team, I put half a BNB into that, and I'm going to invest in Piston token just to see what it does. I'm not married to Drip. Drip has done great things for me. I talk about Drip, and I'm all about building my Drip team. I think it's the safest one to get into, but in no ways I'm like, I'm only investing in Drip. Nothing else that matters. Drip is king. Drip is the OG, but in no way should you ever just marry to one platform. You should do what you need to do on your end to make sure that you're bringing in that passive income regardless. And then also there's all these other forks and things like that you can invest in, but just make sure that you do your due diligence. That's a tongue twister right there. But make sure you just do your research before you're investing in these. Don't just chase the highest percentage, because, a lot of these have not been time tested. So just be careful with that. Another one is, I think it's Elephant Trunk, or like Trunk Money. Sorry if I just destroyed that. But that's another one I'm going to be invested in. So, just shout out to some people in the community who've just been giving me information on these different platforms. Shout out to KC, shout out to Bad Boy, just people who are, putting their their thoughts and their projects that they're looking at into the bag builders chat. If you're not in there, hop in there. We talk about different projects. Um, but it's super important that you're building your bag in multiple ecosystems and in multiple blockchains, because in no way do you just want to be married to one thing. So that's really kind of my spiel on it. I think that Forex is a great developer. I think that we could be a lot better when it comes to communication, pinning tweets, just things that kind of decrease like all of this animosity during the pause. But I mean, I'm not going anywhere. As you guys can see, if you looked at my last video, I've pretty much compounded my way, up to 1,400 deposits. I'm going to keep making sure I'm compounding. And I'm not gonna, there's maybe one day out of the week, and I've already told you guys this, that I do claim just so I can invest in other projects. I think that's super important. Now, if you have a smaller bag, I mean, I wouldn't recommend claiming, but once again, this isn't financial advice, just because you're not getting as much benefit out of it. Because if you're claiming and you're only claiming $25 a day, I mean, that might be a great for you to build up, but you're gonna have to build up a good amount to really be able to invest in another project adequately. So that's why I just recommend, if you have a smaller bag, just compound now, buy the dip. This isn't going to be your last time to buy the dip. I'm not going to say, oh, this is the last time you're going to see drip at $30, because I'm going to say that and then it's going to go down to 20. But it is what it is, guys. Like I said, just full transparency, I'm definitely going to be investing in some other projects, and that's really not just because drip is in the situation is now. It's just because it's important to have multiple streams of income. So there will be videos coming out on elephant trunk money. Once again, probably destroyed that. Piston token, super excited to see that. And I just want to compare it to drip, just to kind of see some of the tokenomics, some of the mechanics, things like that, just to really see, are there things that drip can take from these other platforms? Are there some things that these other platforms can take from drip and probably have taken from drip? And really just kind of work on, what is the perfect system? There will never be a perfect system. But guys, we definitely can take our time, do our research, and find out what's going to be best for the bag builder team. Now, you guys see I'm sending out these airdrops. Make sure that you guys are checking out the Twitter to stay up to date on everything that's going on there. Once again, we do have 2 airdrops next week. So to be eligible for those airdrops next week, all you have to do is make sure that you have 25 drip deposited by next Saturday to get that airdrop. And then on Friday, we're going to be doing the lottery airdrop. So all you have to do is make sure that you are depositing into the faucet. And then if you do deposit into the faucet, all you need to do is DM me your address or the transaction ID, and I will go through next week, accumulate all of the entries, and then we'll be picking one person to win at least 20 drip. Now, if you've made it this far in the video, you made it through my ranting, you've made it through all the information that I've given you. What I want you to do is, I am going to be doing a random airdrop today. I don't know exactly how many people I'm going to do. I don't know exactly how many drip I'm going to send, but I want you guys to let me know, what would you do with $1 million? What is the first thing you would do with $1 million? Leave that in the comment section below, and I'm going to be airdropping just some random people who do complete that task. Now, guys, make sure that you do check me out on Twitter and Instagram at scrypto101. Like I said, there's definitely some good content on there. I do a lot of different giveaways on there as well. Make sure that you guys are commenting. I love to hear your feedback, love to hear what you guys are investing in, and just love to hear you guys' perspective on these, because that's the thing. As a community, we have to come together. We have to have these discussions, these critical conversations, because at the end of the day, money is important, right? So we have to be able to have that conversation and get feedback from each other. Make sure that you guys are liking. That really helps me out. That helps promote the channel, helps build the content, and helps just support me be able to build more content and really build the things out for you guys to make sure I have great content to give for you. And then make sure, of course, that you guys are hitting the notification button so that you know as soon as I release these videos. Just really appreciate all the feedback, all the support from the community. We are about 50 or so subscribers away from 2,000. You guys already know, once we get to 2,000, I'm doing a big giveaway. So make sure that you guys are subscribing. Stay tuned with all the stuff that we got going on. Make sure that you guys are doing what you need to do to make sure you're eligible for those airdrops next week. last but not least, make sure that you guys do go check out the Telegram group, the Bag Builders, where we talk about different projects and things that are going on in the community, and I try to keep you guys most up to date with everything that's going on in terms of developments and updates with the projects that we are looking at. So the link for that will be down in the description below. Now, guys, I'm going to keep sending out these airdrops to you guys. You know, I love giving away the money. I'm going to get my Saturday started. Make sure you guys are doing what you need to do to take care of yourself mentally, physically, psychologically. Make sure that you're taking time away from crypto, because crypto is very important, but in no way should it be something that consumes your life. You have to make sure you're getting out there and experiencing life just in general. I'm done here, guys. I'm going to get these airdrops out. You guys have a great day. Make sure you're eligible for those airdrops next week. And S Crypto will see you guys soon.